My name is Joel Mack. I'm the teacher here at Promise Career Institute in the graphics design program. I'm here with two of my students and one student who's interested in the program. And we're doing this podcast to gauge some of the interests of the students so they can kind of get some questions and understand a little bit about what's going on in these programs. So, first thing I want to start with is with my students to my right introducing themselves.
Yo, my name is Zeveon S. I'm in design and media. Work Mr. Mack, great teacher. You know what I'm saying? Really inspirational, really great guy.
And to my left,
Hi, I'm Brooklyn Weston. I'm in 11th grade. I'm in design and media, and yeah.
and who do we have asking the questions today?
I'm Cayla Russell, and I'm in the 9th grade. Currently, I'm interested in doing design and media. So, for me, how would you guys briefly describe the design and media pathway?
Okay, well, I could if I had to do it in one word, I would say it's really creative. And Mr. Mack being a teacher here, and that he's so young and our age, and he just came from the industry. I feel like he gives us knowledge that is known now instead of knowledge that are just in history books or in textbooks, so that we can actually use to further our careers and help us with our designs. So it's really fun. I really recommend it, especially all the art y'all be saying, just drawing. All that is really fun, really good. I recommend it to anyone for real. I feel like anyone can get into it.
Yeah, I would agree with him when he said that it's a lot easier because he's younger and he's close to their age. Mm-hmm. It is a lot more easier for us to relate to, and he's more been in the spot that we've been in, so it's a lot easier for us to him to break it down and understand. It's actually really fun. When you actually get into it, we kind of get straight to the point, so we automatically get projects, and they're really fun because you mostly get to put your own creativity into it. So I would recommend this class.
So you just mentioned in your answer that you learned a different type of history. What type of history would that be?
For example, in my other schools, when I went there for graphic design, she didn't really teach me nothing like new gen. You know what I'm saying? It was more what was just in the books or what was just already known or online. She didn't really teach us how to really use the software for our creativity. It was more just for the assignment. Yeah. And I feel like Mr. Mack, he shows us things and teaches us things to make our own projects and our own things that we could expand upon outside of school.
So what type of students would be good candidates for this pathway?
I feel like me personally, I got into it because I watch anime. I feel like if you watch anime, you just like design stuff. So, anime, if you like drawing, playing games, even if it's just little doodles you do in class, you can transfer that into the computer to make it way better. Because you can do a lot with pen and paper, but it's only so much you can do. With AI and all the technology now, you can most definitely expand and make it way better, something you never even thought you could have did before. So I feel like, for those type of people, that niche of people, but I feel like it's really everyone, because who doesn't like looking at something pretty, you know what I'm saying? So
I would say if you're a creative person who can was really good at expanding what you want to do, wherever looked at something, so I know how I can make that look better, or that look kind of basic. I know how that will actually look fun or something I'd actually want to do. If you have thoughts like that, then graphic design is definitely perfect for you. And it's like a class. It's if you can draw, it would definitely help. But if you can't draw, it's still something that you can be able to do. You won't have to take any classes for how to draw in pen and paper. Right. But if you can, it'll be a lot of help. But it's really easy to do when you get the hang of it. If you learn the right kind of sites that more fit your style and how you can fix things up, and it's actually really easy to do.
To go what Brooklyn just said, I actually didn't know how to draw when I went in Mr. Mack class. I only know how to do it on the computer. I could think it, but since the stuff he taught me, I can draw it now, incorporate it onto the piece of paper now. So really, I learned how to draw by just using Adobe and all that.
So my next question is actually kind of a two-part. You guys keep mentioning that you use pencil and paper first. So what's the process when it comes to graphic design and media?
I would say it starts off depending on what the project is. But if you're just trying to make something, let's just say you're making a character, because I make a lot of characters when I use Adobe. The first thing I think of is the style I'm trying to go for. You know what I'm saying? Like fantasy, dark, whatever. Or since I watch anime, I go based off of an anime I've seen, and then I reference that. Everyone uses Pinterest. I know what Pinterest is. Most of the time when you see on Pinterest, you see drawings and stuff. I know I saved that, and then I like use it as a reference to make my own art. That's really what anything though. It's not even just with characters. You could look at other things or other inspirations to get your own ideas.
Right. I would say with drawing, if you wanna incorporate into it, like it does depend on the project, like he said. Like the first one we worked on, we redesigned brand logos, and I did Walmart, and I wasn't that great with like drawing fonts, so for that I didn't really need to draw. But for the second one, when we made our own websites and we had to make our own logos and brands, I did utilize drawing because I could draw out how I wanted to look and what design I was trying to go for. And once I drew it out, I had a visual idea for what I wanted. So when I looked for resources online to like help me put it together, the drawings really helped me because I was like, okay, I want it to look similar to this. I want it to have this. I want it to have that. And you could add on, and like once you get the initial look that you like drew, you can actually like more add to it because it's a lot of more resources online than in person. So it can help for things like that.
And I wanted to add something to that too. One of the things about the process too, which I didn't like when I was being taught, was that you have to do it a certain way. And I really don't like that process when it comes to it. When you come to the class with whatever skill sets you have, it's more of seeing how you can adapt your skill sets into the artwork you want to create. Because at the end of the day, you know, if you don't love the work you create, you'll never, you know, you'll never appreciate it. Right. So it's very important in my book that whatever skill set you come from, be it, what was that app, Tickly? What was that app you guys were using in the beginning?
What, Clicky?
Clicky.
Yeah.
Clicky. I ain't never heard of that in my life, but you know, I was like, if y'all are comfortable using that, you know, just make sure y'all work is saved and y'all work can go into it, because I don't know about that, but I know that you probably doing it years before me and know things I don't know. But it's like, how do we take that and how do we improve that? How do we make it so it can go into whatever creation and that you want to go into?
Yeah, and I truly appreciate that Mr. Mack lets us do that, because not to throw shots at my old teacher, you know, she was doing her job, but she literally didn't let us use certain softwares for our designs if it wasn't like if like it wasn't Adobe Illustrator or whatever she told us to use for a specific design. I like how he lets us use whatever we want as long as it completes the project and is in the criteria of the project. Like when we did websites, instead of using Wix, some other kids in our class used other websites I didn't even know about. I forgot what it was called Neo something, but it was really good and creative. It was really, I liked it. And I just like that he lets us like have a broad, like he lets us broaden our creativity. It's not in a closed space that we have to choose from.
So the second part of the question, when you guys are doing projects, do you get to branch off into other types of art, if that makes sense?
Well, actually, yeah, we actually have, because when I actually made our logo redesign, I actually made like a whole separate thing, because I thought, like, I was a Burger King redesign, and I did Burger King, but I put Akatsuki in it from Naruto, you know what I'm saying? I made it like, I made those together. And, you know, Mr. Mack was cool, but I ain't keep it because I didn't like it personally, to be honest. But yeah, you can branch off, but obviously it has to be in the criteria of the project. You can't just make a logo and you writing words on a page, like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you can definitely branch off. Like what you do, it can be the project, and then sometimes, usually when I do my project, it usually get kind of easy when I'm halfway through because I kind of already have an idea of what I'm doing. But sometimes when I'm doing it, I'll see something else just like, I don't know how to describe it. Like when I'm on a certain page and it's some other things I see on the side, I'm like, wait, if I put these two together, this will be cute. Like this will make a cute design or cute logo or cute poster. I like making posters a lot. I got it from Canva, which I do like that Mr. Mack introduced us to a lot more sites, because this is my first year doing graphic design. So it did kind of teach me a lot of extra websites. So I do things on the side that I did start doing from a project.
Well, that was all my questions. Thank you. But before we end, would you like to share anything?
Yeah, drawing design media is tough, I promise you, and it's really easy. Like it's not hard as you'll think of, like coding or something. Because I had coding a 10th grade, bro. I was so tight. Like it's not for me. Like looking at that code all day is so annoying. And also, you know, since Mr. Mack, he teaches the game design too on the side. And he taught me other ways to code other than just looking at lines of code. I really just like doing that, like nodes and all that. I would prefer to use that in Unreal Engine than to, you know what I'm saying, do whatever. But yeah, basic story, join design and media, your creativity will flourish?
I would definitely suggest that you do join design and media. To me, it is the best pathway that they have at this school. It's fun, you know, you can show your creativity. It's not all work. Cause I always just wanted a job that's something that like I don't want to hate going to my job every day. Like I don't want to wake up mad because I gotta go work. I wanted something that I can enjoy. So I do feel like graphic design and media is something that's fun. And our teacher does make it a lot more fun, you know, because if I had a more uptight teacher, I doubt I would want to come to this class either. So yeah, I would definitely suggest you join design and media.
Oh, one more. You also do get a lot of field trips. You get a lot of great field trips.
Yeah. Same, ditto.
Thank you so much for coming and asking us these questions and getting some more insight on the design and media pathway.
Mhm.
And any other questions, please check out the PCI website.